They told him that if you get caught, then we're not gonna
We
do
don't know
anything.
you.
So that's an informant. That's an official informant. Now you're an unofficial informant. What do you think they're gonna do to you?
Pras decided to also not only, well, he didn't, he has his lawyers working overtime, of course, but usually you don't testify in your own case. But he decided to testify himself. He sat there and testified. He made a bold decision to testify in his own federal conspiracy trial. Is this usually something smart to do?
I mean, it depends on the case, but usually you want to avoid that as much as possible.
Mm.
On the other hand, if you're desperate and and you have a jury, because there is a jury, then you're hoping that the jury consists of people, and you're hoping that maybe the testifying can help the cause. Maybe they can see the human side of you, something to that extent. So maybe that's the reason why. But it's usually that's not the first thing. If that's not that should that's not the first. Um, that's not your plan A.
Okay. So when the boat or the yacht is sinking, that's when you grab to this as a life raft.
I mean, there are multiple reasons why, but usually it's not the first. You don't
Do you
put.
talk to the universe to decide whether this is the way to go? Well, the
I don't
universe tell you.
I don't know who you talked.
Well, I'm
I know
not.
the lawyer. I know as lawyers, as the lawyers, the law. I mean, his lawyers. I mean, any lawyer. You want to be in control of the case, right? So you want to avoid that your client will make one statement that will
Said
make that will make 2 pages of your arguments obsolete. And that's the reason why oftentimes you don't want people to do that. But let's say, for example, he's already convicted, maybe, or not convicted, but let's say they can see that the jury already isn't favoring his position. He can always try to lower the consequences, make the consequences less impactful. So you never know what the reason is for someone to testify, but I do think that it's not coming. It's not coming from inspiration by the universe. It's most likely coming from desperation, not to go, not to get entangled in thing in.
well, well. According to his own words, after consulting with my attorneys and the universe, that's
Oh,
why I asked you the question.
it was another setup.
That's not a setup. Price talked to his lawyers, and the universe spoke to him back.
And you let me talk for two
Well,
minutes
so, so,
about.
so, so it makes total sense what you said, by the way. So I wanted to the listeners to hear logical speak right here before I go into the quagmire. Because before I jump in, not even knee deep, chest deep into the quagmire. Not only that he said he talked to the universe during his testimony. He admitted that he served as an informal FBI informant. According to the Rolling Stone, during China's attempt to extradite descendant Chinese billionaire Guo Wengui with the help of Malaysian financier Joe Low, who's currently a fugitive, he added that he voluntarily met with the FBI agents on several occasions to discuss Guo and 3 Americans, one were being held hostage in China. I took it upon myself to report because I thought the FBI should know.
You think? I mean, the FBI doesn't even recognize its official informants. Now you want to say
Well, that's why he called himself an
an
informal.
an informal is. I mean, the FBI will tell an informant, a formal official informant, if you get caught, we will deny any relations with you. You think they will recognize this? But
Should I
guess it's worth a try.
So worth a try. It's crazy if you think about it. Well, he talked to. I would guess he talked to the FBI, but does that make you an informant? What is the classification of being an informant?
Well, I think an informant can be official and unofficial. I mean, an informant can just be someone that gives information out, but the it's like, so I think you make a distinction between people who are protected, right? So you have informants that receive one or more level of protection, or they have I don't know if it's maybe a legal document that says that, if they get caught in a, for example, if they infiltrate an organization, then their families and such will be taken care of, things like that. But I mean, we watched the Donnie Brasco, the Donnie Brasco story, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was there, he just was there left to for himself. So he took down mafia organizations, but if they caught him, they told him that if you get caught, then we're not gonna
We
do
don't know
anything.
you.
So that's an informant. That's a
Well,
that's a that's an official informant. Now you're an unofficial informant. What do you think they're gonna do to you?
he's an informal one. He's even worse. Not
Yeah,
even unofficial. He's
yeah.
informal. So he's meeting with the FBI out of
In
his
je- in jeans and sneakers.
sneakers in the coffee shop, in Starbucks. Let me tell everything I know.
Yeah.
So he was informing, according to him, he was talking about John Lowe or Joe Lowe. Joe, according to Mr. Lowe or alleged conman Lowe, they first met with each other in 2006, and Michelle was supposed to be like the connector of him between Lowe and other celebrities. According to the prosecutor, oh no, according to Michelle Pras, according to Pras, Lowe paid him 20 million, 20 million for a photo